Putco says its bus services have not been fully restored, despite some workers returning to their posts.
So 105 employees were fired for misconduct and intimidation last week at the height of that wage strike. The matter is now before the CCMA, where mediation efforts will continue. So let's get you an update from Putco's spokesperson, Lindokuhle, joins us on the phone this morning. Lindokuhle, thanks very much for coming on. So we understand, just in terms of new information, that another wage offer has now been presented.
That's right, Michelle. Thank you so much for having me. I can confirm that yesterday, which was a Sunday, we started meetings. We were invited, in fact, by a team of commissioners from the CCMA. They were there to try and see if we can't find each other as both parties coming from Labour but also the company. And essentially we held a marathon meeting that lasted for about 12 hours from 10 in the morning until around 11 p.m. Essentially we were looking at ways in which we can find each other, and I can say that we finally managed to actually get an offer on the table. What is currently happening is that union members and union leaders are moving, crisscrossing some of the areas in which we operate. What they are doing is giving feedback to some of the employees to say that this is the offer from the company. We're expecting that we will be getting an answer as a company at around 12 noon. So that is the process that is unfolding. But there has been an offer that's put on the table, and we very much believe that it has the potential of actually stopping this work stoppage that has been illegal and has hampered our services.
So what is the offer that currently is on the table, Lindokuhle?
I must say I would like to shy away from actually diverting that information now, solely because of the fact that unions are still reporting back to some of their members, and we want to respect that process of them being at the forefront of giving their members the opportunity to actually speak about some of the things we've offered. After this process, we'll then be able to share some of the information in terms of what we've offered, but I can just confirm perhaps in terms of the fact that it's more than the 3% we had offered in the past, and in fact there is a consideration of bonuses as well from 2020. So those are some of the things that are entailed in this report, in this particular offer. But I don't want to just delve into deep in terms of the details there.
Sure. Just some context for our viewers. Workers were demanding back pay of 6%, salary increases, and as you say, bonuses from 2020 as well. Putco spokesperson Lindokuhle on the line to us this morning, saying that this new wage offer is more than the 3% from the previous offer, that it does include bonuses as well. Lindokuhle, before we let you go, what's the state this morning of bus services in particular areas? So essentially, how are commuters still being impacted by the strike?
Well, they are still being impacted because after a few buses left our depot in Dobsonville, in Soweto, we saw that the striking workers had again, blocked some of the entrances against the court order that we have. But because of the manner in which we were able to negotiate yesterday, we did say let us allow them to actually get feedback from their unions, and therefore we'll try to resume some of those operations in the morning. But positively to say that other areas have been able to operate. Soshanguve has reported a normal operation this morning. So those are some of the things we are taking. But also in Dobsonville, while they did manage to stop the buses, there were hundreds of drivers that reported for duty that wanted to carry out the operations in the morning. So it's just that to say that as a company we appreciate that, but we want to just observe this moment where they are actually being given feedback from some of the negotiations and conversations we've had yesterday and the offer, and we're hopeful that then we'll be able to resume operations in the afternoon.
All right, yeah, I'm sure commuters will be hoping that as well. Lindokuhle is the spokesperson for Putco. There is a new wage offer that has now been presented as this strike enters its second week.